What if the system designed to protect you became the one slowly destroying you? Imagine waking up every day not knowing which part of your body will fail next. Your energy disappears. Your blood sugar crashes. Your heart races. Your body can no longer regulate itself. This is not an infection. This is not a virus. This is autoimmune polyendocrine syndrome, also known as APS. A rare disease where the immune system turns against the body's hormone-producing glands. Today, we'll break down APS clearly and simply. What it is, how it develops, the types who it affects, whether it can be prevented, and why there is no vaccine. Autoimmune polyendocrine syndrome is a chronic autoimmune disorder. In APS, the immune system mistakenly attacks multiple endocrine glands, the organs responsible for producing hormones that control vital body functions. These glands include the adrenal glands, which help the body respond to stress, the thyroid, which controls metabolism, the pancreas, which regulates blood sugar, the parathyroid glands, which control calcium levels, the gonads, which affect fertility and sexual development. As these glands are damaged, the body loses its ability to produce essential hormones. APS is lifelong, progressive, and potentially life-threatening if not properly managed. APS is not contagious. You cannot catch APS through touch, sex, blood, air, food, or water. APS is not caused by bacteria or viruses. So how does someone get it? APS develops because the immune system malfunctions. It loses the ability to recognize the body as self and begins attacking it. In some cases, genetics play a major role. In others, it develops due to complex immune dysregulation that science is still trying to fully understand. APS is divided into three main types based on cause, age of onset, and which organs are affected. APS type 1, also called APECT. This is the rarest but earliest onset form, caused by a genetic mutation in the AIRE gene, inherited from both parents. Usually appears in childhood, often before age 10. It has a classic triad: chronic fungal infections of the skin and mouth, hypoparathyroidism, Addison's disease, adrenal failure. Children with APS type 1 often face symptoms very early in life. APS type 2, most common form. APS type 2 is the most frequently diagnosed type, not caused by a single gene, strongly autoimmune in nature, more common in women. It usually involves Addison's disease, autoimmune thyroid disease, type 1 diabetes, age of onset, late teens to adulthood, often between 20 and 40 years. APS type 3. APS type 3 always includes autoimmune thyroid disease, but does not involve the adrenal glands. It may occur with type 1 diabetes, pernicious anemia, other autoimmune disorders. This type usually appears in adulthood. APS can affect children, mainly APS type 1, teenagers and adults, APS type 2, adults, APS type 3. Women are more commonly affected than men, especially in APS type 2 and 3. APS can appear suddenly or develop gradually over years. Symptoms of APS. Symptoms depend on which glands are affected, but common signs include extreme fatigue, dizziness or fainting, weight loss or gain, low blood sugar, skin darkening, hair loss, irregular menstrual cycles, infertility, recurrent infections, depression or brain fog. Many patients are misdiagnosed at first because symptoms appear one organ at a time. Unfortunately, APS cannot be prevented. Because it is autoimmune and often genetic, there is no guaranteed way to stop it from developing. However, early diagnosis saves lives. Family screening helps. Regular hormone tests help. Early treatment prevents organ failure. Is there a vaccine for APS? There is no vaccine for APS. Why? Because APS is not an infectious disease. Vaccines only work against bacteria and viruses, not autoimmune disorders. However, people with APS should still receive routine vaccinations to protect against infections that could worsen their condition. APS has no cure, but it can be managed. Treatment focuses on hormone replacement therapy, lifelong medical monitoring, early treatment of new gland failure. With proper care, many people with APS live long, meaningful lives. Autoimmune polyendocrine syndrome is a powerful reminder that the immune system, when confused, can become dangerous. It is rare, it is serious, but it is manageable. Awareness leads to early diagnosis, and early diagnosis saves lives.